Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic is total bollocks. No one tells you this part. This line was never about truth, it was about control. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Total bullshit. And it's done more damage than drinking ever did. And let's be clear early. Nothing is wrong with you. This isn't weakness. This isn't denial. This is predictable response to decades of conditioning. That phrase is fear-based tactic. And it keeps you small, keeps you cautious, keeps you identifying as broken. And if you believe you're permanently flawed, you'll behave like someone who is. I drank for 45 years. Not chaos, not gutter. Functional drinking, routine drinking. Earned it. Army culture, pub culture, wine at home, weekend resets. Decades of it baked into my life. I didn't quit through meetings, labels or slogans. I quit by understanding what alcohol was actually doing. And here's the part that people avoid. Alcohol isn't a disease marker, it's a coping mechanism. You used it because it worked. It regulated your nervous system, shut off the noise, softened edges, and it gave you relief. Calling that a permanent identity is fucking lazy thinking. When people say, always an alcoholic, what they really mean is, we don't understand how nervous systems adapt. Long-term drinking wires routine, not destiny. Cause, effect, consequence. Cause, alcohol repeatedly dampens stress signals, emotions, boredom, and discomfort. Effect, your system learns, this is how we settle. Consequence, when you stop drinking, the system panics. Not because you're broken, because its regulator disappeared. That flatness after quitting drinking, that's restlessness. That sense of something's missing. That isn't proof you're a fucking alcoholic forever. That's your nervous system adjusting. You removed a tool that's been there for decades. Of course it feels strange. Midlife drinking culture never taught you alternatives. It taught you endurance, suppression, and push on. So when alcohol goes, people panic and grab the nearest label. See, I'm still an alcoholic. No, you're a fucking human whose system hasn't recalibrated yet. And this is where shame creeps in. Labels lock identity. Identity locks behaviour. If you believe you're permanently powerless, you'll keep scanning for failure. You'll live on edge. You'll white-knuckle life after alcohol instead of building it. And fear keeps the whole fucking loop alive. I didn't stop drinking and become recovered. I stopped drinking and stood without it. Big difference. This isn't a void, it's your unused capacity. The noise stopped. That's why you hear yourself now. Boredom after quitting drinking isn't a problem. It's the absence of chemical interference. You're not losing something, you're recalibrating after long-term drinking. Life after alcohol doesn't need a label. It needs structure, regulation, and time. One simple lens and only one. Stability before enjoyment. That's it. Not motivation, not inspiration, not lifelong identities. Just rebuild the system. Alcohol's propped up for years. So no, once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic is fucking bollocks. It's a fear story dressed up as wisdom. And fear was never the thing that helped you change. Does this resonate? Or challenge something you've been carrying for years? If it does, like, subscribe, come back for more.